guys. Alright, we're going to do Rihanna and ASAP. Little update on them. I kept my desk messy on purpose because I just wanted to pick some cards really quick and go through it. So we want to get some themes. I picked out my little flower cards because it's the first day of spring, which I love. So we have beauty and self-care. Dare to be tender, strongly vulnerable, tend to your garden. I want to say that came out before because, you know, I remember vaguely ASAP needed to become more vulnerable with her. And then we have fortitude, be brave, and dig deep. So again, I don't know if there's been a lot of change since the last reading as far as this goes with him opening up. It just takes him a while to do that. And even with self-care and tending, it's like worrying about yourself. It's him having to worry about himself in order to be the best person for her. And I'm getting a lot of love on both sides, so I don't feel that's changed at all. What I'm going to do with this reading in particular, if you read down below, I don't want to do too many specifics because I feel like it's kind of icky to get into their own personal lives without their consent. So what I want to do is just ask the guardian angels, like, what is it that if they were sitting here in front of me as a couple, what I would get for them currently, what information I would get for them, and then with the knowledge that this is public information, what is it that can benefit us as a whole from their experiences in their life. So, all right, I'll read these out. So you're entering a deep emotional time in which you ponder the deeper spiritual questions of life. This is a time of self-discovery that deepens your connection to Mother Earth, your friends, and your family. At times, your emotions may overflow, but this is a good thing, for these precious moments bring a great gift of healing. I just had this quick feeling of like a loss in the family. I don't know if they've been grieving someone who's passed away, or someone's in the process of passing away, or they share a connection with someone that they care deeply for that's passed away. But I feel like that's getting in touch with their emotions. That's part of it. That's them connecting. And I'm getting an image of twilight. So it's at night. And I'm not quite sure what that means. What I feel like that means, to me, what I'm thinking is, again, with the person that's passed away, they've really been connecting with this particular person or people, or they've talked about people who've passed away, and this is an indication that they are coming through and that they have been connecting with them in a loving and compassionate way, and this is actually strengthening the relationship between them. I'm getting chills. Okay, so tune out of your thoughts and into your heart. Everything you're looking for really is inside of you. Look within, keep an open heart and mind, and then follow your intuition. Beyond thought, there is knowing that embraces all knowledge. Your inner vision has a magnetic quality that draws everything you need closer to you. I'm getting this strong pull from Rihanna's guardian angel saying this message specifically is for her in trusting divinity, trusting the process, trust. There's a deep need for her to understand, which I do feel she does. But as you've seen in the other videos, I do feel as if she was dabbling in spell work, and we know how I feel about that at this point. I'm sure if you see my videos. If you don't, I'm not into that. We should not be doing that at all. However, people are people. I understand that, and I feel like overall she's learned her lesson, essentially, where she's like backed off and she's like, you know what, I am going to trust. I am going to allow things to happen and unfold the way they should. I am growing into this woman that I've always wanted to be. I am very blessed. I'm in a blessed position. I love ASAP. I want things to be natural. I don't want it to be forced. I don't want it to be controlled. But there are moments where she feels that lack of trust, and it's more of just going back to her comfort zone and knowing that it's tempting, and there's this desire of just doing that because it makes her feel better, knowing that she can ultimately control the situation, which you will know if you do that. You're not in control, and it's gonna backfire on you, and it's not, because it's not something we're supposed to be doing. I want to pull another one for her guardian angels because I feel like I should. And then we're going to get into some of this other stuff. So we have self-criticism, exactly, self-criticism, and guilt and oneness. And all of this, I feel, again, is this guilt and self-criticism towards herself. It's like, maybe I shouldn't have done certain things. We can get a clarifier just since I'm not sitting here talking to her. Like, what is it that you shouldn't have done? Maybe, I think you've acted out, Rihanna. I think you've acted out and you've said some strong words towards him that hurt his feelings. And I think he's very sensitive, a very sensitive guy. King of Pentacles. Yeah. I think you've just been like playing into his insecurities of not being enough of a man for you, and not, you know, just being like showing up the way that you want him to. By all means, he's everything to you. He is enough of a man for you, but you know what his triggers are. You know what to say to upset him, and you know that sometimes it's just easier to lash out. And I think for you, you need more boundaries. You know, you need stricter boundaries on what you're going to say to people, because you've been around people who will take that criticism, who will take that harsh words from you, who will take the attitude that you might give towards another person, because people pretty much bow at your feet. Like, the men that you're with, like, are just really, really into you. Like, recently, I don't know about like earlier in your life, maybe not so much, but like you've gotten to a point where they will just like take whatever you're dishing out, and maybe even did the same to you, or even like worse. I'm talking verbally. This is strictly verbally, and because of that, that's kind of what you've been used to. And you know, you're learning very quickly with ASAP that this isn't something that you want to do. This isn't something that he is comfortable with, that he likes, that he I mean, no one really likes it, but he's just not comfortable. He's very sensitive, very, very, very gentle. And I mean, everything you do, even the way you look at him, he will take to heart. And you feel very, very, very guilty about some of the things that you've said to him, and, you know, knowing that it hurt him, because I can feel that passion towards him, that love for him. It's a tender love that you have towards him, almost a motherly love, like a protective love, where, you know, like, no one's going to talk to my man in a certain way. Like, you, just as fiery as you are with him, you're even more fiery with other people. And you're very protective, and so you kind of beat yourself up about that in a way. But anyway, so, you know, I feel there's a distance here again, and I almost don't feel like it's between you guys. I think you guys are connected. Maybe this is a distance between, like, emotional distance is happening because of some of the things going on here. As far as like arguments go, maybe there's a distance there, but there's also this indication maybe you feel guilty about whoever this person is that passed away. There's a connection you guys have with someone who is passed away, passing away, or like in the process, or they're gonna pass away soon, and you both feel connected, again with the oneness, connected, and the guilt and the self-criticism of like, I could have been there, I could have been more, or I should have said something, or what could have been different, some things like that. But this color, I would look up, I don't know much about the chakras, but I would look up this color for the chakras, like maybe it's like bluish green. I would think that this is like higher up, like maybe your throat chakra, maybe. I don't know, but that would probably be important to look into for you guys. I think that's important. And again, you know, I see a future. I see a future with you guys as far as having children. I think you guys would be so happy, over the moon, for having this child. This one wants to come off. So we have silence, listen more, and be quiet. That might be to me. then I need to listen to the guardian angels more on what's going on here. But also I think that has to do with just like probably me. Seems I listened pretty well, right? I was quiet for a good minute there. Okay, so again, is this repetition I feel where she still feels the same way. It's like, where does your heart lie? Like, open your heart to me. And he's like a turtle, you know, he's so squishy and soft on the inside. He has that hard shell, and if you scare that turtle, it zips right back into the shell, and it only comes out when it wants to. It peeks its little eyes out, maybe brings his head out, and then tucks back in for just the slight breeze of a wind, you know, after he's been scared. And so that's kind of the dynamic right now, where he's on his defenses, but deep in his heart, and she knows this too, so this isn't a secret, it's just unspoken essentially. But I think they talk about it from here and there, and she's probably like very playful towards him, like, I know you really love me, I know you really care, I'm sorry, I know I need to be better. But he's just so head over heels for her, and same with her. She feels the same way, the exact same way, and I think this is a connecting energy for them, which is the playfulness. They have a lot of fun together, and there's a desire for them to play more together, have more fun together, enjoy life together, and do things that will make you feel alive again, right? Do things that'll make you guys feel like children, and just have fun and play every opportunity that you have, and laugh it off. If you feel upset, if you feel stressed out, laugh it off, because you both know where your heart lies. And I think the insecurity sometimes comes from with you, Rihanna, where that quietness and that distance between you two, when that happens, it leaves you in your own thoughts. It leaves you with the issues that have happened in your past, where relationships didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, or people were cheating on you, or people were just mistreating you, or even talking badly about you behind your back. I feel like some of the relationships, you're fully aware of this. This isn't information that I'm telling you that you wouldn't know, where they would have talked poorly about you either to their family members or to, I mean, it could be their friends, but I see more of their family members that they talk poorly to their family members about you. I think this is more of just the playful energy coming through again to emphasize the dynamic of your relationship, where Rihanna is basically saying, you're both saying this actually, because I feel like you have an equal balance of worshiping each other. You worship each other, and there are defenses up on both ends in different ways. I think he gets more silent, he gets reclusive, he gets quiet, and you, Rihanna, you get pushy, aggressive. I mean, you're not really that aggressive, I don't feel like. I think when you get upset, you get aggressive, but it's like you just kind of push, and then if you don't get it, then you also do the silent treatment. So then it's both being silent, and I think Rihanna's, I was going to say more playful, but I don't think so. I think you both are just a good balance between each other. You pick up on each other's energy so well, and you mirror each other perfectly. And it's just getting better and better day by day of this mirroring of each other's energy. So and it's a good flow. So if Rihanna feels a little bit low, then he's gonna pick her up, and vice versa. And there's this energy here where it's like, okay, so who's gonna be first to let their guard completely down, and like, when are you gonna worship me and like worship the ground I walk on? When are you just going to like scream from the rooftops of how perfect and wondrous I am? You know, it's only a matter of time, because I know it. I know you feel that way about me. And they're both saying that and both not letting up, but both equally knowing that that's the truth of the matter, is that's exactly how they feel about each other. I feel like this relationship saved both of you. I truly, I'm getting chills again. I feel like this saved you both from dark places, where you felt maybe unlovable, you felt like unworthy and alone and hopeless and just not enough in both of your own ways, which obviously is so far from the truth. But essentially, like, this had to happen for you guys, because it ended up to be so beautiful, and so is a revival of both of your souls. It's a revival of this pure love, this pure compassion for each other. It's like passion and compassion. And, you know, obviously I'm only channeling for like a little bit of your lives, right? A little portion of your lives. So this doesn't all encompass everything that's going on. And obviously, you know, anything can change here. You know, you guys are both living your own lives, and you have this goes for all tarot readers, all psychic mediums. Destiny only plays a certain part of your life. You have to take control of your life and make the decisions in a way that allows you to live this human experience. And, you know, it's mostly a chance of probability at this point with psychics and everything, of how close you're going to be working with your guardian angels or others, and how you're going to live your life purpose. You know, I can pick up on what your life purposes are. I can pick up sometimes on what your destiny is, but ultimately it's up to you as an individual, and, you know, even the other person to some degree as well. I think a lot of times the accuracy really comes through because, number one, it's a high probability. You know, it's picking up directly on the destined path, and how much you followed that throughout your previous lifetimes. And it also has to do with like your full awareness of your path, because a lot of times if we aren't aware of it, then we just kind of follow it. You know, as long as we're listening to your heart, as long as you listen to your soul, you know, and what calls to you, what beckons you, what moves you, inspires you, then you're always going to be on your right path. And I genuinely feel that with you guys, that this is like this Hail Mary moment where you both felt lost at sea, and you found each other, and you discovered that there's something beautiful and magical in trusting each other, and trusting your purpose, and trusting your path. And ultimately that means trusting yourself and believing in yourself, and giving yourself that second chance, third chance, fourth chance at having the life that you've always wanted, because you had those desires for a reason. You know, you felt that way for a reason. And I do feel the message coming through of saying fortune is on your side. We have freedom, and I feel like this is freeing your soul. I feel like this is freeing yourselves from constraints that you had before. It's a cleansing of yourselves. It's walking through this doorway, truly this spiritual doorway into something unknown for both of you, unfamiliar for both of you, but equally beautiful and wonderful. Really a wonderful, wonderful path. We have reliability with the goat. I feel like you guys are a safe haven for each other. You feel equally both as if you can weather any storm together. Through thick and thin, you are there for each other as somewhere that you can call home, that you can return to, that you can feel safe, you can feel protected, and you feel like both of you bring a lot to the table. Where one person's lacking something, the other person has that information. So you both have a lot to bring to the table. You know, you both are just, it's a beautiful balance. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful balance. I feel like it just gets stronger every day. There's a warning that I'm picking up on, though. What is this? I'm picking up a warning for you guys. It's almost like there's someone in your camp. Like there's someone in your camp watching you. So it's like people, like sleepers. Like people that are, like imagine, I'm thinking about the Vatican. I can't think of, okay, we'll just talk about the Vatican. I don't know if you guys have been to the Vatican before. But like, you know, or maybe like or other churches too, and like up at the upper balconies, you know, and they have security, or they have just like, they just have those arches and areas where you can like sit up, right? Anyway, so it's like people are camping out there, like people are watching you, people are waiting to attack, waiting to come forward, waiting to, let's do clarifiers really quick before I get into this. Let's get this. I don't know what deck I want to get. What is this warning? I mean, that's how I feel, is like in this card. You see it's kind of desolate in the back, like this long journey. And I feel like the sun normally is, I love the sun, so it's always positive for me, but I feel like it's bad in this card. Like, you know, like the fallen sun, like Lucifer or something. Like, it's like they want everything that you've worked so hard for in this love to fail. Fail's not the right word. It's just to dissipate. They want this hard work to, like, they want to take away your freedom. They want to take away your opportunity. They want you to keep working towards something that'll never transpire. Like, it'll just never happen. With the Archangel Michael, so it says you created this situation and you have the power to change it. Maybe this is, you know, maybe this is with the spell work. And see, with Rihanna, I feel this is generational with her. I think she has a generational with herself of doing this. This is a history through lifetimes with her of doing witchcraft. And I feel like the women around her, which I think someone mentioned that actually. Someone mentioned that, and I want to say that same person who mentioned it, like, picks up on the exact same stuff as me. Like, they know what they're talking about. And with her, Rihanna, I feel like you are a generational witch, and now you've come to this point, this crossing point in this lifetime, because you've tried it earlier with your ex, that we all know, possibly with other people, I don't know. And I feel like you just kind of, like I mentioned earlier, kind of go back to it every once in a while. You go back to the books. However, I do feel this is your opportunity and your chance that you've taken, that you want to break away from it. And I feel like this is an indication here that you are painting the picture of your life. Again, look at this horse, that he's painting the photo of the horse, And it almost looks like the same, like look at how similar that is. The frame of this and the frame of that. You know, you're breaking free from this generational curse, essentially. It's a curse on you and your family, and you fully are aware, because you are strong. You are a strong person. Spiritually, you are strong. You're as equally strong as you are weak in a way, because I do feel witchcraft and things like that's weak. It's weakness, because it's not learning your lesson. It's coming from a place of hurt. It's coming from a place of distrust. It's a place of control. It's a place of wanting to feed your egotistical desires, your earthly desires, and hurting other people because you haven't been healed, right? And she's being healed by ASAP is how it comes across to me. That's how it feels. And she equally is healing him in his own ways, because he's just this sweet lamb. He's this sweet little turtle. Like, he's just so lovable and so sweet. And she's wanting this release, these chains to be broken off of her. And I see it basically being said to you, Rihanna, from your guardian angels. This can happen. This can happen if that's really what you want, because this is something that you've created. This is something you have created, your family has created, and it can happen. And this is really beautiful. I'm going to pull one more card before I get into this. But I will say, this is such an emphasis on your heart. On your heart. Look at that. The heart's on fire here. Our Lady who sends the angels. She's sending messengers to you guys as protection. Our Lady of Growth Assured, and there's this baby here. Again, this beautiful baby. When you have a baby out of love, pure love, you know, it's actually, you can look this up scientifically, what happens when you create a baby, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna get too much into it, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but I think Rihanna essentially knows. I think part of it she doesn't know, so I guess I'll mention. This is really beautiful, because you're going to be creating a safe space, a loving place, a healthy place. Emotionally, we don't need to talk about financial, emotional situation between you guys, where this soul can come into your lives and be that baby is going to essentially fully solidify the breaking of the curse. You know, not to get like too woo-woo or whatever, but really, like, look at this. Like, look at her hair in here. That looks like a bird to me. Birds here. Look at this one, the two birds. I love spring. Look, two swans right there, and another unicorn saying you're limited. You are limitless. Not you're limited. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose. Anything at all. Anything. Whoa. All these cards just fell, and this is the ones that flipped over. Actually, there's a bunch that flipped over, but actually these seem to go with what I was going to say. Okay, they all seem to go with what I say, so let me pick them all up. Okay. I think this is a message, especially for Rihanna, but this is also for ASAP. Maybe you've been thinking about doing something a little differently, again, with feeling like you're frustrated or there's some sort of failure in the relationship. There's that frustration that I was picking up on from the very beginning, before I got into the beauty of your relationship. There's this need for you, maybe instead of controlling the situation, to just let go. And even if you don't believe in the angelic realm, even if you don't believe that the angels can help you, even if you don't believe that you're on the right path, just try to ask for their assistance. Pray to the angels for assistance. Pray for help. Pray to rid yourself of this, to break the chains of your history of your life, to heal yourself, truly heal yourself, and feel yourself be free again, to know what it's like to have that feeling of lightness in your heart and in your soul, in your body, just truly feeling weightless, and allow yourself to go on that journey of letting go and releasing. And if there is conflict with you guys, if there are issues with you guys, if there's any sort of not meeting of the minds, you know, even with taking the relationship further, just have some more patience and feel more positive and create positive environment and thoughts between each other. Like, have a positive outlook on life, and just let things, really just let things happen. Let it go. Let it unfold the way that it can, instead of feeling like just because you can control things, or just because you think that you can just try and see what happens, that trust can be fully developed between both of you. This goes for both sides. That trust can fully be developed when you know that you didn't do anything behind each other's back, when you know you weren't doing anything to control the situation. Now you know 100% that that person willingly did that for you in a time that they were comfortable, in a time that they felt whole and true and trusting of you, you know, then you know it's real. And if it doesn't work the way that you want it to, or it's frustrating, or not happening as fast as you want, or it's not working out in whatever kind of way, even if it's a separation, to trust something is unfolding in a more beautiful and complete way for you. It always works that way. I promise. It always works out in your best favor. Just allow that to happen. And again, pray for assistance. You know, your guardian angels, the spirit, the angelic realm, the archangels, they will guide you if it's a life or death situation, you know, or if it's a real, you know, what I can attribute it to is if you were running towards a cliff and you didn't realize there was a drop off, and that loving parent, you know, or adult is like, hey, stop, like, watch what you're doing. You're gonna hurt yourself. And that's essentially when they will completely step in for you, you know. And sometimes there are messages through other people. So whether it's a tarot reader, whether it's just someone you meet on the street, or if it's through a bird or some sort of other intervention to indicate to you like that they're here for you, that they support you. But when you really need their help, you have to ask for assistance. You have to pray to them and trust that it will come in the time that best serves your soul's purpose. This isn't serving your ego. There's no need to serve your ego. You know, this is not our journey. In our spiritual journey, it is not to serve our ego. It's actually to learn not to serve our ego anymore, right? It's to learn that that's not truly what we want. So here we have positive changes. I see, again, with the criticism and feeling like maybe you have to please everyone else, or there's pressure and there's guilt. There seems to be some sort of sad dynamic to it. I don't feel you guys are very angry at each other. I think it comes across more sad because of any sort of argument. I don't think you harbor resentment towards each other. Trust that you don't see the bigger picture in things yet, and that things will happen the way they should. Prayer, again, pray to your guardian angels. Know that anything is possible through love. Manifesting your dreams in a way that's inspiring and fulfilling for your soul. We have rainbow, so it's another indication of in the darkest times that you're going to be this bright, shining beam of love, you know, so, you know, maybe you don't see it, but it is happening. I mean, this could have been a breakup or like a separation between you guys, but again, I don't know. Whoever's coming through okay, let me get through this and then I'll pull one more thing. So we have expression, express how you feel, clearly and lovingly and honestly without fear or judgment, say it how it is. Conflict, so I guess there is something going on here. Feelings which you've suppressed for a long time are yearning to be acknowledged and expressed. You're torn between what you think is right to do and what your heart wants. That's the primary cause of stress in your life. So this is for both of you, but again, we've seen this issue with ASAP where you're not fully expressive and that's causing tension between you guys. We have gratitude, so be grateful. This is a heartfelt thanks from someone you recently helped in some way. That's beautiful. Affirmation, be aware of your language and thoughts. Again, speak positively, positive affirmations. The most powerful statement you can ever make or think or feel is thank you, which again, here is the gratitude where it says thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's a big message. And then prayer, do we not just get, we have two things of prayer, two prayer cards. Pray, pray, pray. Remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity, and help always to remember that this life is but a dream. Remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me to always remember that love is, this is just like the oneness card, that love is all there is and everything else is an illusion. I want to get a love message from this person that I keep picking up on that's passed away. I think this person is coming through specifically because they see whatever issue is going on between you two, which again, I'm not going to dig all the way into it and see what the main issue is, but they're coming through to speak to you, to let you know not only are they listening to you, that they hear you, but there's a connection. There's a connection there. There's a connection, and they want you to hear that. So we have new love and speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Be more vulnerable. Be open. Pay attention to what you guys are saying, and also equally listen to each other when you do speak. And this opportunity for new love in your work prospects or your spiritual growth, I think this goes back to with embarking on this new journey. That's where this new love is coming in. It's a new love for yourself. It's a new love on life. And it's a new love in the dynamic of this relationship. Whether you guys stay together or not, this is the opportunity to allow things to happen. Don't give into temptation. Don't give into thoughts of controlling the situation. Allow this to unfold as naturally as possible because it's going so well. It is. You know, it's normal to have arguments. It's normal to have doubts. It's normal to have fears. Feel those and see it for what it is and actually embrace it. Love that part of your growth, of even being so blessed to feel those hard feelings and knowing that you're going to get out of it on the other side. You know, there's so much beauty in every emotion and every experience, no matter how hard it is. I just want to pull another card as the final thing. Don't give it, if there's like accusations of things happening, I'm telling you, with that camp, there might be some issues there. Figure that out. That might be some false stuff going on here. But we have persevere and you'll overcome problems. And we have boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. And I feel like these are both water, emotional, you know, you're preserving in this little hump of all your emotions and you're preserving it for life, for survival. You know, for this long journey ahead. And same with the boat, you know, you have everything in there ready for this long journey. You're prepared. So you've done the prep work up until now for a beautiful life together. And again, just allow yourself to work through these issues together. Don't control it, because if you control it, then it won't work out. You know, it's not going to work out. You're going to go back to square one. Again, you created the situation. You have the power to change it. You very well can change it. It's really just up to you on what direction you want to go from here. Hey, so I just wanted to mention this because I just remembered as I was getting up to put everything away, I remember there was something, I want to say it was with this reading where ASAP was like thinking about taking a project or something, and then there was that indication of like needing to stay home, like waiting on it. I feel like maybe that was coming through and I didn't realize that until just now. That maybe I should have paid more attention to that. If there's still that project, or that's still this like thing that he wants to do, and like again, it's like Rihanna, I feel like, is saying like, stay here, like work on this with me, like don't just leave, like don't, like keep working on the relationship. And I feel like your guardian angels ASAP are saying the same thing, like you need to consider working on your home life, on your love life, on something substantial instead of just like going off. This freaking card just fell off again. So maybe this has to do with you, ASAP, too, where it's like, listen to her needs, listen to what it is that she's saying to you, pay attention to what she's saying to you, because she has a valid point. Clarity and gratitude. Be thankful for what is good now. Bright paths of understanding will open. So essentially, like, listen to what she's saying, because it's going to make more sense to you. And I think you're going to be really grateful that she cares so much about you, and that she's actually trying to take care of you, like protect you in some way, is what I feel. Because whatever this project is, I mean, it could just be something other. It doesn't have to be a project. It could just be like, it just brings me back to the sleepers, like people who are wanting to see something not work out or take away that freedom. Like maybe ASAP, you were going to get involved in something. It could even be a legal matter, but like maybe you would get involved in something that it's just not going to work out for you. And Rihanna's trying to warn you. Maybe you don't believe her because it's just kind of her intuition telling you, or you're just not really paying attention, because I feel like it's not really based on anything. It's not grounded in anything that you feel it is. That doesn't necessarily mean that's true or not, but she wants you to stay. Like, that's what I like, stay here, work on this, whatever, and you have this desire, this temptation to go. I see the distance. I see you traveling somewhere. Now remember that this has to be the reading between you guys, because I don't know if I did another reading on another couple, and I'm seeing the same thing. You know, and maybe you feel as if it's a power struggle. But I think you're gonna really like regain your power, really, if you just listen to her. I think it's more important from this person who passed away, or passing away, whatever. This person is coming through, and your guardian angels are coming through again, saying to work on this relationship. This relationship is actually very important. We have beginnings. Don't be afraid to start small. Don't be afraid to not take this new project, this new offer, this movement, whatever it is. Work on what you have. I just saw listen come out again. Be alert. Be alert. this is really important for you. And I do feel it has to do with the relationship, but this is something else coming through for you ASAP. Opportunity. There's no use for looking for luck. It arrives at unexpected times. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to put it in your heads about like, this is something that you would already know, Rihanna, of like him acting out of the relationship. I don't know. Like there's a small part of me that's saying yes, but then this could just be my misinterpretation. This could be my misinterpretation of feeling your fears, Rihanna. Since I'm not sitting here talking to you or him, then it's more difficult, and I don't want to keep pulling for that to see for sure. I don't want to do that. I would say if you're aware of this, then you would know that it's like, it would be like a party where he's with like multiple women. Like it would be like, what I see is like a brunette, like they're white women actually. I don't see anyone that even like looks even remotely like you. They just look like, you know, random like strippers or something, you know. I don't know who they would be. But again, I don't know if this is just your fears. This could just be your fears. And this could just be part of a project. Like maybe this is part of a music video or something, you know. This doesn't have to actually be reality. I don't want to put that out there as if this is reality and me picking up on something like that, because this is something that I'm sure it would be out on the news or something, or like people who know them would know this. This would not be a secret. But I do see it's a mixture of warnings here for ASAP specifically. I don't feel like this comes through for Rihanna. The only thing for Rihanna is just allowing yourself to let go of your control issues. That's it. For her, that's it. And, you know, speaking out in anger in an aggressive manner that might potentially hurt someone, because you're doing it intentionally to hurt them, but obviously like your love is still there. It's more of just an attack mode. But for him, there's an actual, and I remember because I felt that last time and I didn't emphasize on it, but it feels so weird. It's a weird feeling where you are traveling somewhere, like on a plane, like you're going somewhere, and I can feel the distance. I can feel that pulling away, and it's like, don't do it. Don't go. Don't do that. Just stay here and work on this. Work on the relationship. Don't start this something new. I don't know what that is. I truly don't know what that is. And I feel like if anything, I feel like it's an actual project, like a new adventure for him that has nothing to do with like a relationship or like sleeping with other people. Me bringing that up again, that could have just been, it could be anything, because I if you look at any of my other videos, you will see, well, I guess you wouldn't specifically know, but like sometimes I can mix. I'm not going to be 100% every single time. I'm not going to be 100%. I will get the message, but I might mix it up, especially if I'm not talking to the other person and I'm literally like pulling this out of thin air. I have no idea about these people. So I want to clarify that. So I don't want to, you know, misspeak or whatever. But there's something there. There's something there, and there's a big warning, ASAP, for real. There's a big warning. And I feel like people are watching you. I'll just pull one more. Guardian angels, archangels, yeah. Let's see, what do you have to say to ASAP specifically about this that I'm talking about, that I'm picking up on? What do you have to say to him? Prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. This has to be some sort of material project. Counselor, you're a natural counselor. People benefit from your guidance. Clairaudience. I feel like this is your guardian angel. Like, she's rising up, but they're pushing you down. They're, whatever kind of project you're tempted to do, you're tempted to go towards. And Rihanna's telling you, she's freaking telling you, she's like, it doesn't feel right. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Here's the brilliant idea. It's like, just listen to me. Like, I actually know better in this situation. Listen to your woman. Like, listen to her. And then we have overcoming difficulties over there. So maybe this is like a big form of contention between you guys, is whatever's been discussed, because I don't know how long ago I did that video, but it seems like quite a while now. And again, I'm being drawn to her necklace. It's the same color as this, you guys. Whoever's watching this, I don't care. Like, look up the chakra for this or whatever, and that's important to this video. Again, it maybe it's the throat or the heart, somewhere in that area. So that is my reading. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.